Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Former Steelers first-round pick signs with AFC foe, report. The Pittsburgh Steelers saw their first-round selection from the 2019 NFL Draft sign with a division rival this offseason. On May 16, Pittsburgh's first-round pick from the year prior, safety Terrell Edmunds, joined a former division foe. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reported on X, formerly Twitter, that Edmunds signed a contract with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars have added a few veterans before OTAs, signing DBs Terrell Edmunds and Trey Flowers, along with LB and special teamer Ty Summers, wrote Rappaport. Edmunds spent the first 5 years of his career with the Steelers after the team selected him at number 28 overall in the first round of 2018. In 79 games with Pittsburgh, Edmunds posted 410 combined tackles, including 15 tackles for loss and 6 interceptions. While Edmunds has not played for another AFC North team, the Jaguars will still be the third Pittsburgh rival Edmunds will play for since leaving the Steelers in free agency a year ago. Last season, Edmunds appeared in games for the Philadelphia Eagles and Tennessee Titans. The Jaguars were division rivals with the Steelers from 1995 to 2001. The two franchises have also met in 2 playoff games, both of which were Jacksonville victories, since then. The Jaguars bolstered their secondary and special teams with the multiple additions they made on May 16. Edmunds could compete for a depth safety role behind Antonio Johnson and Andrew Wingard. That could make for an interesting dynamic. Not that Edmunds has any remaining loyalty to the team that drafted him 6 years ago, but Wingard disrespected the Steelers with a celebration involving the terrible towel when the two teams met last October. The Steelers, though, got the last laugh. The Jaguars finished the season 3-6 and missed the playoffs because of a loss to the already eliminated Titans in Week 18. The Steelers then claimed the final AFC playoff spot after the Jaguars' defeat. In addition to safety, Edmunds could also contribute on Jacksonville's special teams. For the Titans and Eagles, he played 217 special teams snaps during 2023. That was Edmunds' most since his rookie season. Edmunds appeared in 16 games during 2023. Of those contests, he started 4 of them, recording 48 combined tackles, including 2 tackles for loss and 2 quarterback hits. He also had 2 pass defenses, 1 forced fumble and 1 interception. With the Steelers, Edmunds never had a season with fewer than 68 combined tackles. However, he played a career-low 476 defensive snaps in 2023. In Pittsburgh, Edmunds lined up for at least 864 snaps on defense in all 5 seasons. There were quite a few former Steelers first-round choices on the open market this offseason. First, 2019 first-round inside linebacker Devin Bush signed with the Cleveland Browns. 2015 first-rounder Bud Dupree was also a free agent. Some NFL pundits connected Dupree to the Steelers, but he signed a 2-year deal with the Los Angeles Chargers. Edmunds is now off the market as well. There was little mentioned about the possibility of an Edmunds Steelers this offseason. But Pittsburgh signing addition safety depth is probably still on the table. The Steelers added veteran safety Deshaun Elliott to replace released Keanu Neal in March. But safety injuries decimated Pittsburgh late during the 2023 season, so it wouldn't be surprising to see the team add additional insurance to the back of its secondary this summer. Pittsburgh will not play Jacksonville during the 2024 preseason or regular season. But the Steelers will see Bush twice with the Browns and Dupree with the Chargers. There was once a time when rookies had to wait for their turn to see the field. Especially rookies that were drafted outside of round 1. Teams will occasionally bring along their rookie pass catcher slower than other position players due to lack of chemistry with the quarterback. The Steelers, not so much. Rookie receivers have had a profound impact on the Black and Gold's offense the past handful of years. After selecting Roman Wilson in the third round of the NFL draft, many are wondering how much of an impact he'll make right away. Well, it might be bigger than you think. Of course, various factors contribute to each of these numbers. For one, each player is different. The offensive coaches are also different, meaning the schemes won't be the same. I get it. But it's inarguable that this organization under Mike Tomlin has been highly successful in that department, even when considering the demise of Chase Claypool and the cherry-picking with the exclusion of 2018 second-round pick, James Washington. Sure, most of those guys had Ben Roethlisberger, but he was on his last leg. Report, Steelers having discussions with former Saints Michael Thomas. The Pittsburgh Steelers are all but certainly adding a starting boundary receiver at some point before Week 1. Whether that be via trade or free agency, a new name is likely to be brought in. While the likes of Courtland Sutton and Treylon Burks seem to be the most logical options, another name has reportedly entered the equation. According to Zachary Smith of Steelers Now, the Steelers have been in contact with former Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas, who is currently a free agent. Thomas had a tremendous two-year stretch in 2018 and 2019 where he was a two-time All-Pro and caught 125 and 149 passes, respectively. His 149 catches in 2019 are an NFL record for the most receptions in a season. Injuries have limited Thomas ever since then. Since 2020, he has only played in 20 games. Last season, he caught 39 passes in 10 games. The 2019 Offensive Player of the Year just turned 31. 6x Pro Bowler holding out from Pittsburgh Steelers in search of new contract. We've seen an offseason full of changes for the Pittsburgh Steelers, swapping offensive coordinators and overhauling the quarterback depth chart, among other moves. While Steelers GM Omar Khan has done his best to put together an improved roster, now one of the longest-tenured players in Pittsburgh reportedly wants a new contract before taking the field this fall. According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, Steelers defensive lineman Cameron Heyward has avoided the team's voluntary workouts in seek of a new contract. While these workouts are just voluntary, Heyward reportedly has no plans to attend Pittsburgh's OTAs either. Heyward, who is entering the final year of his contract, has never missed an off-season program. The 35-year-old isn't just looking for a few more days off, he's hoping to play several more seasons in Pittsburgh. Set to account for $22.4 million against the salary cap this season, Pittsburgh might want to negotiate a new deal with their six-time Pro Bowl lineman to lower his cap number if they plan on making any more roster additions. Yet, the Steelers are still believed to have an estimated $14.9 million in cap space, so they're not exactly hurting for money this season. Still, they might want to get their three-time All-Pro under contract for at least 2025 before risking losing Heyward to free agency a year from now. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Cam Heyward? Leave your opinion in the comments.